everybody, it's Damian Dickerson, Associate Broker with Dickerson Realty Group, your favorite baldhead realtor. Thanks for checking out the video. I wanted to start things off by reading a tweet that I had seen earlier, and it goes like this. The young lady tweeted, "I made our realtor cry because I asked too many questions. During our final walkthrough, she felt like I didn't trust her. We were first-time home buyers, and I had no idea what was going on. I guess that's intimidating." Wow. So what I wanted to talk about is the trust between the realtor and the client. Can you trust your realtor? Should you trust your realtor? And the answer is yes, but in regard to how this scenario went down, in my own personal opinion, I feel that the trust was never established by the realtor with the client. And that is something that clients should look for and hopefully feel when they are interviewing and checking out different clients. I know a lot of times we can kind of go with the first person that opened up the door for us to go see a house, or it could be a cousin that just got licensed or something along that effect. But you want to make sure, regardless of who you are dealing with as your realtor, that that trust is there, because you are about to enter into one of the biggest investments, financial investments that you have done, especially if this is your first time buying a home. So you could tell in this scenario that trust was never established. And the problem is when you don't establish trust in the beginning, that issue can rear its ugly head in the end. And at this point in time, it literally came in the end of the process. For those of you that don't know about the home buying process, the final walkthrough is literally what it is stated as. It's the final walkthrough of a house when you are buying a home. You're typically going around and just checking to make sure that the home is still in good standing, that no major changes have been done to the home since you were last there, which is probably more likely going to be around when you did your home inspection. And also you want to be there to make sure that the home inspection items that may have been agreed upon to be done have been corrected and finished. So typically when I'm doing a walkthrough with my client, it doesn't last any more than about 20 to 30 minutes. And most of the time, my client is spending that time after we know that everything's okay. They're spending that time trying to figure out where their furniture is going to go, or just being excited that they're about to receive the keys, because the final walkthrough is also typically done either the day of closing when you sign to receive the keys to your house, or a day or two prior to that. So this problem popped up literally at the end of the process. So for her to say that she made her cry because she asked too many questions means that the client was, her expectations, her questions were not properly managed in the beginning of the process. As a realtor, part of you establishing rapport and trust with your client is also coming up with a strategy for that client, that client will kind of understand and have expectations set that will happen within different steps of the process. And so that was never met. So now we get to the end of the process, and this client here has a lot of questions that are going on through her mind. And she's literally moments from signing for this new home, which to me would just be a complete nightmare for my client to be at this point of the process and just have a lot of questions about the house. That means that just things were not done the way they were supposed to be. And for the realtor to kind of really put the process more on her instead of the client and cry and, say that there was no trust there, just really kind of shows that in this process for us realtors, it has to be about the client. I always tell my clients that I don't want to find myself in a situation where I'm more invested than they are, because my whole process is to make sure that they're happy and that this process is as smooth as possible, that I'm answering questions, that you're kept in the loop. Because as a client, you should always ask questions. Like I said in the beginning, this is the biggest financial investment that you're going to make if this is your first time buying a home. So you should always ask questions and feel comfortable enough to ask questions, and those answers should definitely be addressed. So, and then to get to the part of I had no idea what was going on. I guess that's intimidating. Once again, you should always be aware of what's going on within the process. Even if you're not only just if you're buying your first home, but even if you're selling your first home, there's so many questions, there's so many things that goes on, there's so many moving parts, so many people that are involved, that you don't want to get to the end and just honestly have no idea what you're signing for. That takes away from the joy of buying a new home. That takes away from the experience of buying a new home. And once again, that just really doesn't put the client in a good position of feeling the warm and fuzzies of, hey, you just accomplished something that is major, that is something that's a beautiful thing to do for your future. Once again, once you get to that walkthrough, you want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. So once again, to get back to the whole point of it is that you want to make sure that whoever you are dealing with as a realtor, you are trusting in them. You're asking the right questions. Don't be afraid to ask the right questions, even with the lender, home inspector, title company, everybody that's involved. You as the client, you ask the questions. Make sure that you are clear on what is going on. I tell my clients there's never too many questions, just because I feel like if I answer them, if I answer them, then you feel more educated, you feel better about the process. But also the other part of it is that if I set the expectations and the strategy up front, then that also can knock down a lot of the questions that are there too. So thank you for checking out this video. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to share. Please be sure to subscribe. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend. Once again, it's Damian Dickerson, Associate Broker with Dickerson Realty Group, your favorite ballhead realtor. Make sure that you check out our website, DickersonRealtyGroup.com, for any updates on real estate in the DMV. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.